Listen closely. What you're about to hear has quietly put millions of seniors at risk, and most have no idea it's happening. Every day, people over 60 take medications they believe are helping them stay healthy, when some of those very pills may be weakening the heart, pushing blood pressure higher, or slowly leading toward heart failure. These aren't rare drugs or complicated treatments, they're the everyday medications sitting in your kitchen drawer right now. I've seen this countless times. Older patients arrive tired, short of breath, feeling weaker than usual, assuming it's just aging. But the real problem often isn't age at all. It's something far more hidden, something they were never warned about. So today, I'm revealing the 5 common medication categories that quietly strain the heart after 60 and the simple steps you can take to stay safe. Before we begin, do one thing for your future health. Tap like, subscribe, and comment below telling me where you're watching from. Your support helps this message reach more seniors who need it. Let's get started. Your heart isn't the same organ it was at 25, and that's why certain medications hit so much harder after 60. As we age, the heart muscle naturally stiffens, the electrical signals slow just a little, and the arteries lose some of the flexibility they once had. At the same time, the kidneys and liver, the organs responsible for clearing medications, work more slowly than they used to. That means even a small dose of a common drug can stay in your system longer, build up more easily, and place extra strain on your heart without you feeling it right away. Most people assume side effects are obvious. They're not. For many seniors, the first signs are subtle. A little swelling in the ankles, fatigue that seems normal, or shortness of breath that comes and goes. It's easy to blame age, but sometimes it's the medication doing the damage silently in the background. This is the part no one explains at the pharmacy counter. Your body simply can't buffer medication stress the way it once did. And when multiple medications interact, the effects can multiply in ways nobody warned you about. Understanding this isn't meant to worry you, it's meant to empower you. Because once you know how age changes your response to medication, you can make choices that protect your heart for years to come. If you're finding this helpful so far, tap like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. Your engagement helps get this information to more seniors who need it. Let's move on. Now, let's talk about the first medication category that becomes especially risky after 60. Common pain relievers, known as NSAIDs, drugs like ibuprofen, naproxen, and diclofenac. Most people reach for these pills without a second thought. They're familiar, they work quickly, and they've been around for decades. But what many seniors don't realize is how differently these medications behave in an aging body. The moment an NSAID enters your system, it changes the way your kidneys handle salt and water. Instead of releasing excess fluid, your body begins holding on to it. That extra fluid increases the total volume of blood your heart has to pump. For a younger heart, this added workload is manageable. For a heart over 60, already dealing with natural stiffness, it can create sudden and dangerous pressure. NSAIDs also narrow blood vessels throughout the body. Even if you've never had high blood pressure, these medications can raise it quickly. And if you already take blood pressure medication, NSAIDs can quietly undo its effect without you realizing it. Many seniors notice swelling in the ankles, sudden fatigue, or shortness of breath after regular NSAID use, but rarely connect it to the pill they're taking for joint pain. I've seen people come in thinking their heart just got weaker when the real trigger was the daily pain medication they trusted. These drugs are helpful when used sparingly, but taken routinely, they can place a strain on the heart that develops quietly and dangerously over time. Let's look at the next category. The next medication category may surprise you because many seniors believe these pills are completely harmless. I'm talking about proton pump inhibitors, stomach acid reducers like omeprazole, pantoprazole, and esomeprazole. They're incredibly effective at stopping heartburn, which is why so many people take them for months or even years at a time. But long-term use comes with a hidden cost that slowly affects the heart. These medications lower stomach acid so dramatically that your body struggles to absorb key minerals, especially magnesium. And magnesium is one of the heart's most important stabilizers. When levels drop too low, the heart's electrical system becomes unsteady. Irregular beats palpitations, and dangerous rhythm changes can appear without warning. There's another issue as well. PPIs may reduce the body's ability to make nitric oxide, a natural chemical that keeps blood vessels relaxed and flexible. When nitric oxide falls, arteries stiffen, and the heart has to push harder to move blood through the system. What makes this especially concerning is that most seniors aren't told PPIs were never meant to be long-term medications. They were designed for short bursts of treatment, yet millions take them daily for years, unaware of how the effects accumulate quietly in the background. If this information is opening your eyes, tap like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Your support helps this message reach more seniors who need to hear it. Let's continue. Another medication category that becomes particularly risky with age is oral decongestants, the cold and sinus remedies containing pseudoephedrine or phenylephrine. These pills are meant to clear your nose, but they don't work only in the sinuses. Once swallowed, they circulate through the entire bloodstream and act on blood vessels throughout the body. Their job is to tighten blood vessels, so congestion goes down, but that same tightening happens in the vessels supplying your heart, brain, and kidneys. For someone over 60, this sudden vessel constriction can cause blood pressure to spike far higher than normal. Even seniors with well-controlled blood pressure can experience severe elevations within hours. And if you already have heart disease, narrowed arteries, or a history of arrhythmia, that surge can quickly become dangerous. These medications also stimulate the heart directly. They can make it beat faster and work harder at a time when the heart may already be functioning close to its limit. What feels like a simple cold remedy can turn into chest pressure, pounding heartbeat, dizziness, or a severe headache. The problem is that these drugs are sold over the counter, so people assume they're safe. But for older adults, especially those with heart conditions, they can create sudden stress the body isn't prepared to handle. Let's move on to another category many seniors never suspect. Tricyclic antidepressants are another group of medications that can create unexpected heart risks as we age. Drugs like amitriptyline, nortriptyline, imipramine, and doxepin are still prescribed today, often not for depression, but for nerve pain, insomnia, or chronic discomfort. While they can be effective, they also affect several systems that become more fragile after 60. One of the biggest concerns is their impact on blood pressure. These medications can interfere with the body's ability to adjust when you stand up, causing your blood pressure to drop suddenly. For many seniors, this leads to dizziness, lightheadedness, or even fainting, and falls at this age can lead to serious injuries. They also raise the resting heart rate, forcing the heart to work harder even when you're relaxed. A younger heart usually handles this extra effort without trouble. An older heart, especially one with underlying disease, may struggle with the constant demand. And tricyclics don't stop there. They can disrupt the heart's electrical system, slowing or altering the signals that control each heartbeat. In some older adults, this can lead to rhythm problems that require urgent medical attention. And these medications were groundbreaking decades ago, but the aging heart is far more sensitive to their effects. Many seniors take them without realizing how significantly they can influence circulation, heart rate, and stability. Now, let's look at the final category, one many people never imagined could affect the heart at all. The final category is one almost no one expects: calcium supplements. For years, seniors were taught that taking calcium pills daily would strengthen bones and prevent fractures. But newer research has raised concerns about how supplemental calcium behaves inside the body, especially the heart. Calcium from food is released slowly during digestion. Your body uses what it needs and naturally clears the rest. But calcium in pill form enters the bloodstream in one fast, concentrated surge. That sudden spike can overwhelm the body's ability to place the mineral where it belongs. When calcium levels rise too quickly, the excess may begin settling in places it shouldn't, particularly in the walls of arteries. Over time, this buildup contributes to arterial stiffness and calcification, the same process involved in plaque formation. Stiffer arteries force the heart to work harder and reduce the vessel's ability to expand with each heartbeat. For some older adults, Years of routine calcium supplementation may quietly accelerate these changes without causing any noticeable symptoms until the effects are already advanced. This doesn't mean calcium is bad. It means the source matters. Food-based calcium is safe and beneficial, but pill-based calcium taken without proper guidance can create risks many seniors were never warned about. Now that you understand the 5 categories that place the most strain on the heart after 60, let's look at the practical steps you can take to protect yourself safely. Now that you know the medications that can place extra strain on the heart, it's time to focus on what you can do to protect yourself practically, safely, and starting today. The first step is simple but incredibly powerful. Review every medication you take. Many seniors stay on drugs for years without anyone reassessing whether they're still needed or whether safer options exist. Bring your full list prescriptions, over-the-counter pills, supplements, and ask your doctor which ones may affect your heart, which ones can be reduced, and which ones have gentler alternatives. Next, look at the reasons you're taking these medications in the first place. Pain, reflux, congestion, nerve discomfort, and bone protection all have underlying causes that can often be improved without heavy reliance on medication. Even small changes, managing weight, adjusting meal timing, staying hydrated, improving sleep, or supporting the body with nutrients it may be lacking can reduce the need for drugs that strain the heart. It's also important to remember that your body responds differently now than it did 10 or 20 years ago. A dose that was once harmless may be too strong today. A combination that was safe before may now create stress on an aging cardiovascular system. And finally, never stop or change a medication suddenly without guidance. Some drugs require slow, careful adjustments to avoid rebound effects that can be even more dangerous. These simple steps are not about fear, they're about clarity, control, and giving your heart the support it needs to keep you strong in the years ahead. Let's keep going. Now, let's bring all of this together into a clear, simple action plan you can start today. Begin by writing down every medication and supplement you take, including the dose and how often you use it. This alone can reveal patterns you may not have noticed, pills you've taken longer than intended, medications added on top of others, or products you no longer need. Next, schedule a dedicated conversation with your doctor or pharmacist. Let them know you want to review your list with a focus on heart safety. Ask whether any of your medications can be reduced, replaced with safer options, or supported with lifestyle changes that lessen the strain on your heart. While you work on that, pay attention to the foundations that truly strengthen your heart: steady movement, nourishing foods, proper hydration, and better sleep. These may sound simple, but together they can lower inflammation, steady blood pressure, and reduce the need for medications that tax the cardiovascular system. And as you begin making these changes, stay mindful that your body is capable of improvement at any age. Small daily choices consistently made can turn into major benefits over time. If this video has helped you understand your health more clearly, tap like and subscribe. And before you continue, take a moment to comment below and tell me where you're watching from. Your voice helps others find this information and take control of their health too.